Hi, my name's Penina Grunside.
My name is Yedidia Levy.
I'm 21 years old.
My name is Noam Son. I'm 21 years old. I was born in New York and raised in West Hempstead.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and I grew up in Brooklyn, New York.
Growing up, I really enjoyed playing frisbee, going to the beach.
I was born in Seattle, Washington, and raised in West Hempstead, Long Island. I went to Rambam Sifta High School.
I joined 2 years ago when I was 19, and I have another 5 months ahead.
I was in the Army for 14 months.
And I served in the IDF as a lone soldier. I just got out about 3 months ago.
Without the IDF, we wouldn't have the State of Israel.
I'm in an infantry unit called Nachal in the 50th Battalion.
So I made the decision that I wanted to stay in Israel, raise a family in Israel, go to university in Israel.
Decided that I wanted to live in Israel. I felt it was the right thing to do. And then once I was living in Israel, I decided that I should join the army like the rest of Israelis do.
When I first moved to Israel, I lived on a kibbutz in the north called Kibbutz Malkiah. I made Aliyah with many friends, and each of us were given a kibbutz family to adopt us. I'm still very close to them.
For me, joining the army was first and foremost an ideal. It was an ideal of protecting and contributing to the Jewish people, the Jewish nation.
Growing up, I always knew I wanted to go to the army because I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself and to contribute to Israel the way that 18-year-olds in Israel have to contribute.
The hardest experience, I would say, is loneliness.
You sleep in tents and you have commanders yelling at you and telling you what to do, and you don't even get to know their names because they're trying to teach you discipline, and you have to have a certain professional distance from them, and they're telling you to run here, run there, do this and that.
Being concerned about whether or not I would fail or succeed at what I do in the army. And thank God since then I've overcome that fear, and now whatever we do seems natural because it's part of my day-to-day life.
A year and 4 months, waking up very early, going to sleep very late, training, doing border patrol.
It was always hard to be away from family and friends.
And they're exhausting and they're draining both spiritually, emotionally, and physically.
Most of my time is really spent in the army. I've been stationed, I was trained in near Arad in the south. Then I was stationed at the Lebanese border for 5 months. And then 9 months in a settlement known as Ofra near Ramallah. And now I'm stationed on the Gaza border near a kibbutz called the Nachal Oz.
You make a lot of friends and you really push yourself and you experience something that's unlike anything you've ever felt before.
This past summer, I had to participate, and I participated in Operation Protective Edge, and I was in Gaza.
Towards the end, it gets very difficult.
That when you see the importance and the significance of something, quitting is not really an option. Because the ache in your legs will be there for a day or 2 or 3 if it's been a really long hike. But the spirit and the ability to keep going forward even when it's difficult, that experience is an experience that will be with you forever.
Once you're part of the organization that protects Israel, so you feel a very special pride and connection with the land. And more than that, being in the army forces you to be with all different kinds of people from Am Yisrael, and people that you would never ever, hang out with, if not. And that gives you a special love for the people of Israel and for Israelis, and by extension to the land.
And my love for the land has been totally renewed. And in that, it's a very practical love. It's a love that is, very physical. I love the dirt, and I love the desert, and I love the rain, and I love the sunrises and the sunsets.
You should be as aware of the history and as knowledgeable about Israel, what's going on there, history, current events, understand about the wars, everything that you can know, so that when you ever encounter that situation where people challenge you, and that you could just, set it right.